tutaboresha kilimo.
Karibu katika sehemu ya pili ya Boresha Kilimo, ambapo tunaeleza zaidi kuhusiana na ufugaji wa bata. Tumekwisha ng'amua yai la bata shilingi 100, yai la kuku wa kienyeji shilingi ngapi? 20, pengine 25. Tutakuwa tunakueleza zaidi katika kipindi hiki kuhusiana na ufugaji huo. Endapo una maoni, hisia, mapendekezo, maswali, ama wewe ni mkulima ambaye unataka tukuangazie wewe, tuje katika shamba lako, sema nasi at KUTV Kenya, at Laban Shaban, weka hashtag Boresha Kilimo. Tuangalia aina nyingine ya bata. Bata ya Black Swedish ni wenye moyo zaidi ya mifugo wote. Bata mwenye nguvu na uwezo mzuri wa kutafuta chakula na hali ya utulivu, lakini huwa na aibu kidogo. Bata aina ya Indian Runner hujivunia moja ya mitindo tofauti ya mwili katika ulimwengu wote wa bata. Spishi wa uzao huu kwa kweli wanaonekana kama penguins.
For eggs and for meat is the Black Swedish. It has a white chest and a black body. The male one has a green head, and for the female ones the head is just like the body, black and white. Is a good variety in that it is very calm and lays up to 180 eggs, and therefore for farmers who are interested in breeding is also another good variety. And then the eggs, just like the others, they are white, but for worm the eggs may be green bluish. So then from there we have the Indian Runner. The Indian Runner duck, as the name says, its origin is India, and it's called Indian Runner because it is tiptoeing and always keeps is like running all the time. I would say is one of the secretary birds that wants to show itself everywhere. So it keeps running, and then has a long neck. It is not good for meat, but very good to control pests. So mainly we keep it and allow it in the compound or allow it in the farm to peck the insects from the garden. Originally in India, there are farmers with thousands of them, and they are hired in the rice farms to eat the insects. So as well, we have rice farms in Mwea in Ahelo. This could be one of the ducks that could be very useful for them. The last one for now that we can talk about is the Kaki Kambel. The Kaki Kambel duck are from Britain, and is the best layer among the ducks. It lays between 330 to 340 eggs in a year. Now, a year has 365 days, meaning out of 365 days, you may have only 25 days that you don't pick an egg. It is better than any layer that you'll find in the country. So if you want to do a duck for eggs, for example, making the cakes, then the best duck is the Kaki Kambel.
Uzalishaji wa idadi ya bata unategemea idadi ya vifaranga unaohitaji. Bata mmoja anaweza kutoa karibu 100 ya vifaranga kwa msimu.
We always put the eggs in the incubator. It takes 28 days to 30 days. Normally it's 28, but sometimes you can give it 2 days after the 28th day, and then it will hatch. The hatch rate is between 40 to 60%. If you put it in the chicken, if you have some kienyeji chicken, you put the eggs with the kienyeji chicken, 8 to 9 eggs, the chicken comfortably hatches them. So you can either hatch them with the incubator or hatch them with the kienyeji chicken. You can also brood with the duck, but chances are very little because after 1 week, it gets tired of sitting on the eggs and it decides to move out. So you may lose quite a number of eggs. Number two, if you are making it to brood the eggs, It means that you have 28 days when it is brooding. Then you have another 2 months when it is bringing up the children, and you have the ducklings, and you have lost 3 months of laying. So we prefer to take it to the incubator or give to the kienyeji chicken. Therefore you have a higher rate of multiplication.
Ufugaji wa bata pia unasaidia mfugaji katika hali ya uchumi, maana mfugaji hapotezi vyakula na pia hula chakula kiwango cha chini ukilinganishwa na kile kiwango kuku hula kwa siku.
The duck food is more or less like a chicken. In organic farm, we actually ensure that we give them the maize for carbohydrates. We give it sorghum. We provide also omena or ochonga for proteins. And then we give the vegetables, plus plenty of water. Clean water all the time.
Mchanganyiko wa lishe bora na usimamizi sahihi ni muhimu kwa kukuza bata mwenye afya, na pia wao husaidia kula wadudu ambao wanaweza kudhuru kuku au ndege wengine.
The first time I came to know about them, I went to a farmer who had quite a number of them. And my first question was, of course, the market. And what I was told, and I have come to learn, is that you start gradually small and then grow, because the market can only be, you can only know the market when you have the product. When you don't have the product, you cannot establish a market. However, I would say there is a lot of markets. Most of it we work on online. There are a lot of people requesting, there are groups of ducks, duck farmers, and they are requesting different varieties of ducks. So if you go to it, you'll see the trend, what is trending. And I would tell you that if you have the Rouen duck, you can never say that there is no market. If you have the Pekin, there is always a market. So you'll see what is being requested. And I can say the 5 that are here today, the Pekin, the Indian Runner, the Black Swedish, the Kaki Kambel, and the Rouen are, you can be sure of the market. And that is why we want the farmers to start with what is trending. And after that, they can explore on their own. Nobody should be afraid of starting. There is a market. I have reared up to 100, and currently I have 20. And in the 20, I have 10 breeders. So meaning I have sold about 80. And if I wanted to sell even the remaining ones, I would sell. But then it would finish my stock. So market is there. There is two ducks that I want to put in that are not available as per now. We don't have the Welsh. And we want to increase also the number of the Indian Runner. It's very marketable, it's going seriously. And then Cayuga is a black bluish duck. So those two I want to bring in because I'm seeing in the market there is quite a good request of it. We also intending to put the Egyptian goose. It's very rare, it's only found in the wild, but they are domesticated ones, so we want to introduce them because farmers are also looking for them. So, and then there is one very rare one, I have been searching for it. We have gotten some opportunity to import the African duck, called African only because it has a black nose. But so, and it's very rare. West African it is there, but it's not easy to import from West Africa. So those are part of what we want to increase in terms of the water birds.
Ufugaji wa bata hauna gharama nyingi ya kutibu magonjwa mengi, ila mkulima anafaa kuzingatia usafi na kuwa mwangalifu wa wanyama wanaowawinda wanyama wengine kama vile nyoka.
The biggest enemy of the ducks is tapeworms, minyoo. Because if the environment is not clean, they will eat anything on the ground. So they develop the worms. And what happens is that it shows no signs, because the only sign you can realize is loss of weight. If you lift it, you find it has no weight. The other way is to look at the poo-poo. The poo is normally with the bubbles when it has the worms in the stomach. So it loses weight, and one day you wake up in the morning and you find it died at night. Or you went out and coming back you find it dead. It's the only parasite that is a threat to the ducks. So give them deworm them, keep the environment clean, and then you are a safe farmer. Allow the uchafu, forget to deworm, then you are in trouble.
Kufikia hapo mtazamaji, tunafika mwisho wa kipindi cha leo Boresha Kilimo. Ni mwanzo wa kipindi kijacho kwa mitindo mingine ya kilimo. Nimekuwa na hodha wako Leban Sheban. Wasalam.
Na ukikaa nasi basi utaboresha kilimo.